Welcome to Work Life Cyber. It's been a minute. I know. Life is very busy and I'm beginning to feel YouTube is not for me. But every time I feel like that, I get an email from someone who talks about how my videos are helping them. And that is my sole purpose. So I'm here again. I'm not even going to promise consistency, but I will do my best. All right. So we are still talking about security concepts. I'm going to continue with CompTIA Cybersecurity 701. Gosh, by the time I'm done with this whole series, they would be on 801. I'm telling you, those people change so much, but I'm going to do my best to round this whole thing up. But we are still talking about security concepts. So today we are going to talk about Honeypot, Honey Files, and HoneyNet. Honeypots, Honey Files, HoneyNet. And whenever you hear honey or you see honey in your exam, know that it is for luring ants, for luring people, flies, even people, because you know it's so tempting when you see fresh honey. You just want to dip your fingers and lick it and eat it. So whenever you think about it as trick, something to trick people, something to trick something to. So anyway, I'm just trying to help you to remember. Again, everything I teach you here is, I am assuming that you've already read it, CompTIA's original file, and you're just here to get some more insights. You cannot use my videos as your only source of studies, your only study material. Well, you can, because, no, I'm kidding. Please use other materials, okay? It helps broaden your perspective. So we are going to talk about Honeypot. Just picture, and if I am able, I will insert some visuals so that it will help you remember. But just picture a pot of honey just sitting there. Obviously, nobody puts a whole bunch of honey in a pot and just leave it there. So they want you to touch it. They dare you to touch it. So that's what it is. Honeypot is a fake computer or server that is used to lure hackers. Well, it is fake, but they mimic real life servers and computers that you would think that it's real. They kind of put fake information in it, but they look exactly like date of birth, social security numbers, all fake. Now the question is, what if the fake one you're putting in is actually someone's? But the whole thing is, for a social security to be a good social security number, you would probably it will have to match with some name, right? So they put these random things in, all PHIs, PCIs, PII, all fake in the system, and then they actually let the computer or the server function like it's a real server. So there will be activity logs and everything. And what they use this honeypot to do is that it attracts hackers. And mind you, they're still putting good passwords in it, so that, because hackers are not stupid people. So once they put these things in, a hacker will just think, wow, I got them, and come in and be monitoring activities, because you don't just hack into a system and then boom, you're rich. You have to monitor it and see what you want to steal and all these things. So what they don't know is that whilst they are trying to steal information or steal money or whatever in your system, the honeypot, the computer or the server, we, the good actors, are also studying how they got in, what they are doing with the information. Are they copying and pasting the information somewhere? Are they downloading it into another location? Or are they just monitoring it? Are they trying to steal passwords, or they are trying to imitate personnel? What are they trying to do? Are they using the information to create accounts elsewhere? They are studying you to use what the activities of the threat actor to strengthen our system. So if we realize that, he got in through weak password from one of the fake accounts, then they know, okay, this password, even though we have 16 character passwords, it doesn't work. Let's add MFA. Our network is not segmented. So when they got into it, all these are fake. When they got into the fake environment, they were able to get into another computer. Okay, let's segment these people, maybe based on roles, whatever it is. As the threat actor or the bad actor is busy stealing, they'll also, it will probably take them a while before they realize that, if they ever do, I'm not sure. If they ever do, it will take them a while for them to know that, heck, there's nothing here for me to get. So by that time, if you have good security personnel, they would have learned a lot of things. And these take like really intelligent team, and they deep dive, like they study the movement of the bad actors, and they use it to their ways to strengthen our ways, like the good ways. So whenever you hear honeypot, it's a small part. Think of it as a pot. So a small computer, okay? Because we're going to go to honey files, and that's just it. Files. They create fake files and folders where bad actors would think they are real files, maybe patient information, a whole lot of patient information with their names, their social security numbers, their prescription numbers, because, but mind you, attackers are not just looking for only money. They just want to steal the information, keep it, and use it to threaten you or blackmail you or even sell it in the dark web. So they will take anything. So they see the files and they find a way to get into the files, go past firewalls and everything, get into it. But what they don't know is we, the good security personnel, the good actors, we are also studying how they got into it, what they use the information for. Did they transfer the files, or did they lock it right away? So if they locked it right away, then we need redundancy. We need to have backup, so that when they lock it, we'll be like, okay, let's let maybe police, I don't know, let's let the feds deal with it, let's negotiate. But whilst they have the folders, we know that we have backups. Or how did they get in? Did they get in through brute, whatever method they use? We are going to put countermeasures in there. So honey files, it means they are creating fake files to lure or to attract bad actors to, just for studying purposes. So we only want them in that fake environment so that we can study them. Is that smart or is that smart? And there is HoneyNet. Remember, honeypot is small. Honey file is self-explanatory once you know that honey is used as a trap. It's just files and folders. Now, HoneyNet is when they create a whole network. This takes like a level of intelligence, and a much larger team to create a whole network with servers that has all the switches, the routers, everything, on-prem, off-prem. They create everything. Like they create a whole fake network with the purpose of luring. They don't actually think. They know that it's a real environment. We, the ones who created it, we are the only ones who know that it's actually fake environment. And I'm telling you, it mimics the real world network. So when you hear HoneyNet, you think of honey as a trap, and then net as in you use a hook to catch one fish. You use a net to catch the whole area, like all the fishes that are coming in that area of the lake. And I don't know how I look in the camera, but okay. So you are catching fish in a bigger net. So you don't just think of one computer, which is the honey pot, or you think of one or two files, which is the honey file. You think of the network. And if you can't remember, network, HoneyNet, honey network, HoneyNet. Network means servers, switches, routers, all your firewalls, things, everything in there. So that's what HoneyNet is about. Fake network to lure bad actors just for the purpose of deep diving or studying. So as the day goes on, when you think of security, think of it as ways to prevent bad actors from accessing protected information, right? So think of it that way when you're studying for the exam as well. Of course, I will always say, do not just study for the exam, because work life will be very hard for you. Study for the exam and also study for your work life to do better on the job. I hope that I have helped you decipher between honeypots, honeyfiles, and honeynet. Honeypots, honeyfiles is just a honeyfiles, just a page file, and honeynet. All right. Okay, stick around. The next topic we are going to talk about change management. I have a story about that one. I do have a story because I was in charge of change management in one of my roles, and boy. Anyway, please come back and let's learn together. Thank you so much for sticking with me. See you later.